Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your spirit guide message reading for you. Now, this reading is undated because I am of the firm belief that whenever you come across this message is the exact time that your spirit guide wanted you to hear this message from them. Now, if you resonate with this reading, just give it a thumbs up and also remember to subscribe to my channel. So let's delve right in. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, and I want to say that it's an absolute pleasure reading for you. So I'm just taking your fairy guidance and your witchling cards and I'm putting them off to the side to be used in just a moment. Your extra tarot deck right here will be used for your bonus reading at the end. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So that's going to happen to clarify anything and to, kind of bring any extra information that Spirit feels needs to come. And let's see now, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, what Spirit Guide has to say, what your Spirit Guide has to say. Pisces, Spirit Guide message for Pisces. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. That's where the cards fell. So that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the heart of everything, Pisces, is you, coming through as the Knight of Cups. You're crowned by the Page of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. I love that progression from being a student to being a queen, absolutely owning the situation. Five of Swords. The Moon card, this is the essence of you shining through. You're represented by the Moon in the Major Arcana. You're represented by the Cups in the Minor Arcana, Pisces. You have the Five of Pentacles here. There's been a journey with money, most definitely. The Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Can you see that? Okay, well, let me move this over just a bit. Okay, I hope you can see that better. Let's switch these up. Spirit Guide message for Pisces. Spirit Guide message for Pisces. Spirit Guide message for Pisces. Show me clearly, show me clearly. This card right here, opportunity, and this card right here, discovery. You're discovering new opportunities. There's something here, I want to say, with money, with the way that you're moving forward, that Spirit says that you're having a bit of trouble with, or you're learning new things which are going to open up new skills, which are going to move you forward in a new way. And they just show this circle. It's kind of like with buckets. It's kind of like one, yeah, okay, so I don't know if you ever had the toy when you were little where you kind of turned the wheel and it was like a Ferris wheel, but you put water in it and it would fall into one bucket into another. That's what I see here. Okay, I see things progressing, or with a marble, and the marble would fall into the bucket. Like, things are progressing, and the way that it's working is that you're going to come, not full circle, full circle kind of to what you had thought you were going to be doing, what you had thought, where you had thought you were going to be full circle to now achieving those goals and moving forward. That's what Spirit is showing me here. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Pisces, Spirit Guide message for Pisces. Spirit Guide message for Pisces. Spirit Guide message for Pisces. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to do these two cards right here, because this is manifestation and happiness, because you are manifesting your happiness, and those were the cards that just popped out to me. So we have right here manifestation, and this says, turn desire into reality by activating the power of manifestation. You are activating the power to manifest what you want within your life, to manifest your power, your truth, and your desire. So here, it's first believing it, and once you believe, you achieve. All right, it may not be in the exact way that you had thought you would be going about things. Yes, Spirit is saying, like, kind of getting tongue-tied, stumbling, along the way, but it's in the exact way that Spirit wants you to be succeeding, or wants you to be learning the lessons needed to be able to move forward towards the place that you want to be, towards the place that you need to be. And the color that shines through here is orange. That's healing and cleansing your sacral chakra. It's letting go of negativity from this life and from past lives, because that's where a lot of it is held, within the sacral chakra. Then we have happiness. And this says, if happy is what you want, then happy you shall be. It's a choice. And I know you might sit there and roll your eyes and say, Dane, happiness isn't a choice. It's been so hard. I've been through so much. But choosing to be happy, even in absolute despair, even when you're going through the darkest times, having moments of happiness, having moments to smile, that's the game changer. And I really do feel like that's what makes people live worthwhile lives, is that they can see the light within the darkness. It's not being just shut away in a dark little box, forgotten about. So it's time to start seeing the happiness. It's time to let that happiness into your life, taking over and empowering you. The color that shines through here is blue. Healing and cleansing the throat chakra. What you say is so terribly important. Okay? Your voice is important. How you express yourself is important. Do not let anybody tell you that it's not, or that the way that you're expressing yourself is silly, because they're wrong. Opportunity. When your eyes are open wide, opportunities you never thought possible will manifest. Keep your eyes open wide. Don't shut the world out. Don't sit there and say it has to be this way or has to be that way. You are manifesting what you desire, and your spirit guide is saying here, don't close yourself off to anything, because the beautiful truth is coming to you, and beautiful opportunities are coming to you. Then you have discovery. Behold the world with new eyes. You're looking at things new. There's a new power. There's a new prosperity to you that is leading you forward. And with the Knight of Cups right at the heart, I mean, you have your heart and your mind running at each other. It's like, yes, this is our time. So what your spirit guide is saying is that you are falling into harmony with yourself. And yes, you might sit there and look at the cards and say, okay, well, I have the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So that's a lot of your mind right here, most definitely. Falling into chaos, or, yeah, kind of being at odds with things. But know that it's seeing an old pattern. It's seeing an old way of being. And your spirit guide is saying it's out with the old, in with the new. You're not going to be living in doubt anymore, in fear. You are finding your voice, and you are moving forward with a ferocity of spirit. And yeah, you're going to have your haters. Yeah, you're going to have people who think, you're absolutely absurd. That's just going to be them. And that's their problem. It's not yours. You are embracing what you love, and your mind and your heart are running towards each other. Right? You're rising above the negativity. You are cutting through doubts and fears. Those words that hold you back. Those doubts within your minds that say, I can't do this, I can't do that. Oh, remember when you failed? Remember when you fell down? Remember when everybody laughed? So what? So what? Now it's time to charge forward. And I am of the firm belief that we are emotional beings. We are based off of our emotions. And I know people say, okay, we're intellectual beings, and people say that we're above both intellect and, and emotion, and we are acknowledgement or something to that effect. But I seriously believe that we are emotional beings. And if you look at your emotions, you look at your heart, you look at your soul, you look at where it is that you want to be, you move forward in love. You move forward towards what you love, towards what you desire, and you hold that cup within your hand, that cup of the Holy Grail, that cup of love and sacrifice and healing and hope. Because whether you are Christian or not, whether you believe in Christianity or not, it's a religion or a mythology, it does not matter. It's the symbolism in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck of the Holy Grail, of something greater than ourselves. And here you have the healing coming out from behind you. You have yourself moving forward in your love. You're cutting through the doubts and the fears. Yes, you have your armor on. You need it on. Why? Because you're a Pisces. You're an astoundingly sensitive person, and I mean that in the best possible way. I'm not saying that in a cruel way. I'm saying it in a way that you have to listen to your heart, because if you listen to your heart, you're one of the signs that starts to wither the soonest. The soonest? That's not a word. Wither the quickest. Okay? And you'll start to see yourself fall out of harmony with yourself faster than you fell into harmony with yourself if you let other people's words, other people's power take over. Now, the Knight of Air is also an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. You can be working in tandem with an air sign energy here, but what I see, what your spirit guide's saying, is that your heart and your mind are coming together, and you're finding harmony. As you do so, you're going to become the Page of Pentacles, the student of your prosperity. Now, why I say here, okay, maybe for a lot of you, not maybe, it's for a lot of you, you're not where you want to be. And it may not be for all of you. Some of you might be riding high within your career, being like, oh my gosh, I slayed it, everything's going great, I'm awesome. But there's still going to be those moments of doubt. There's still going to be those times, even when you ride your highs, where you're sitting there and you're looking at things and you're going to be like, oh, I'm not making the money I thought, or I'm not succeeding the way I thought I would. I'm not getting the recognition I thought I would. For others, it's just going to feel like it's just been a struggle. 5 years of a struggle. Just a struggle. It doesn't have to be 5 years, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years. It's like, oh my gosh, when is it ever going to be my time? When am I ever going to move forward? It could be since May that you've been like, oh my goodness, the 5th month. Really sitting here And you're like, oh, why? It's because you're learning. You're learning so much. Spirit is saying there's invaluable knowledge that you have gathered to you. And you know why it's been hard? Because we don't learn, as human beings, we do not learn when it is roses and butterflies and sunshine and everything's going wonderfully and I haven't been happier and oh my gosh, look how perfect my life is. We learn when it gets nitty and gritty and rough. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like you feel like you're walking all by yourself. You're not. Especially through this winter. Winter is a time of being in the womb. It's a time of needing to heal. It's a time of coming together. And you need to know that divinity has always had your back. Divinity has always been watching over you, moving you forward towards what you love, towards what you desire. And your spirit guide walks with you. Absolutely. And you might not be able to get, and why I see spirit guide has crutches on. Okay, it can be, kind of like skis, the poles, I don't know what they're called, to help guide you. But it can be that you see this as a disadvantage because you can't physically lean on spirit. You can't physically sit there and say, oh my gosh, can you hold this package for me? That's what I'm saying. So you might feel like this crutch that you have, this person that you have to lean on, isn't really a person. Well, because it's not, it's your spirit guide. But there is a power and a truth to them. There is a sense of you moving forward in grace. And as you do so, prosperity and abundance moves you forward. The winter is to clear away the disease, the horror, horror. Why would I say such a strong word? But it's like the pain of what you've been through. And for some of you, it is perceived as a horror. It is perceived as like the dark night of the soul. And now it's time to move forward. And your spirit guide is saying, I'm with you. I'm guiding you. And you've learned so much that this is invaluable lessons because at your root, you're not a student. You're a queen. Now, it does not matter if you are male or female or however you identify yourself. You are the actor behind the stage. Okay? You are the person who puts things together. Here, you embrace that kind of puppeteer mentality. You run the show kind of thing. And you have here yourself crowned by love. You're crowned by you. You need to listen to your heart as you move forward in prosperity, as you move forward in abundance, as you are graced and blessed. Because what you have learned, what your mind has taken in, your crown has taken in, your roots have grown from. And it's going to lead you to be more successful. But the thing is, and the thing with you Pisces, always, if you can get out of your own way, you could be the most successful person on the planet. Pisces, you have a heart of gold. You have a determination of spirit that's astounding. Okay? You have a grace to you that is enviable. But the thing with Pisces is that you're afraid. And if you can move out of fear, if you can get out of your own head, you've got this. And I know I've said it before because it's your life theme for Pisces. Now you can have your own personal life theme, but for Pisces, it is your life theme to be like, I have to move out of fear. To be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I'm afraid. To see a million different ways, a million different directions of things just lighting on fire, and you're like, oh my gosh, no. So here, with the Eight of Swords, know that this is feeling trapped, this is feeling overwhelmed, but you're not trapped. You have to turn inward. See yourself as prosperous. Because that's what is being denied by feeling trapped and scared. Your spirit guide is saying, here, you have to break this. You have to break this cycle, this fear, this doubt, this sense of negativity, outwinning the positivity of you. Everybody's always going to have an opinion. I remember, and I know I've said this before, but it just tickled me when he said it. When I was younger, I worked at a doctor's office. And I remember he said to me once, Dane, opinions are like assholes, excuse my language, but everybody has one and they all spew shit. That's what he said to me. And I remember being floored because I had never heard him speak like that before. And I thought it was the funniest thing in the whole entire world. And he's like, everybody will have an opinion on how you're living your life, how you should be moving forward, on how you should be doing things. And I'm going to say, and I'm saying the same thing to you. Everybody has an opinion. Are they the happiest people in the world? And not just their Instagram page, okay? Not just when you can edit and filter and, make life look beautiful. Are they the happiest people in the world? Do they have the best marriages? Or, are they with the best person? Are they happy people to be around? Is being quiet in moments with them? Do you just feel energized and recharged and happy and vibrant? Because here with the Eight of Swords, this is saying everybody has their baggage with them. And don't let it feel like you're the only one. Because they'll let you. Spirit is saying, oh my gosh, they'll let you. They'll let you doubt and fear and think that you're the only one with struggles and troubles because it makes them feel better. It makes them feel more prosperous, more like the Queen of Pentacles. And you yourself, Pisces, you are the Queen of Pentacles. okay? You are rooted in prosperity. Now, this is, of course, an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, at your roots and at your crown. But this is you, successful on this earthly plane, moving forward. Now, the doubts and the fears, we see it again with the 10 of Swords, with the 5 of Swords. And it's so funny because this whole line, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Page of Swords, 8 of Swords, it's all the mind. And it's kind of like clear out. Because with the 10 of Swords, this is the darkness before the dawn. This is the doubt, the fear, the apprehension, the, oh my gosh, I can't. This is the darkness before the dawn, before the beauty, before the sunlight comes in, before your grace comes. And what your spirit guide is saying here is you can live in this darkness. And people do their whole entire lives. They live in this darkness. And they've completed a cycle within their minds, within their truth, but they've never moved to the next level. It's just like, let's replay the drama, let's replay the trauma, let's replay the hurt. But here's the thing. First of all, you're not caged. You're going to feel caged. And I know you might sit there and say, Dane, this is not the spirit guide message reading that I wanted. I'm telling you to focus right here on your prosperity, your heart, your courage, and your bounty. Because here, this is what's going to try and rip it away. You're not caged in. You feel like you're caged into a certain way of life or a certain thing. And it's like, no, you're not. Spirit is saying, oh my gosh, no, there's an opening right here. You're not half drowned. Your emotions are getting the better of you. Why? Because again, you're a Pisces. You're a human. And as I said before, we are emotional beings. And if you are in tune with your sensitivity, if you are in tune with your heart can take over. And when you get scared, it could be like, oh my gosh, this is just too much. Because here with the 5 of Swords, doubts, fears, things that you have battled in the past, they're coming up again. And you're like, why the heck is this happening? Why is this happening? Because it's saying it's time to break the cycle. It's time to charge forward. It's time to say, you know what? This is my life. Everybody else, take a long walk off a short pier. I'm doing me. I'm going after my dreams. I'm going after what I want. And now I'm not saying at all to leave your responsibilities behind, at home and just go after your dreams. Because we have responsibilities. We have things that we've accumulated over our life that we might sit there and kind of regret or kind of question, and do things differently if we had them to do all over again. But still, you carry those burdens with you. Here, it's not feeling trapped by them. It's saying, okay, now how do I make this work? How do I make this work for me? How do I move forward? Because here is the essence of you shining forward. You're graced by the light of the moon. You're inspired at night. Even if you're inspired during the day, you work best during the day. This is saying here, work during the wee hours of the morning if you can, right? There's something about the light of the moon that you need to see it. You need to be inspired by it, okay? You need it in your life. There is some sort of courage here, most definitely, because this is the goddess Artemis in Greek mythology with the full moon, and she's represented by the moon, of course, but she's gracing you. She's the goddess of battle. Not the battle, the goddess of the hunt. The owl right here represents Athena. Now, she's the goddess of battle. She's represented by the owl, by wisdom. All right? So you're moving forward in wisdom and in courage towards your dreams. You have luck on your side. You do. And now you're walking away from something that no longer fits. It's like, you know what? I'm gone. Again, you have your spirit guide with you, helping you, guiding you, transforming you. You have to leave something behind. It's too much. If you keep on bringing it up or it keeps on living in the forefront of your mind, you're crippled. You can't move forward. Here, you are moving forward towards your dreams, towards your desires. You are walking in the grace of spirit, and you're walking with divinity's back. You having your back. You have this time in the womb, this time of connecting, of understanding, of transforming, and then you charge forward towards your heart, towards your soul. So how do you embrace this prosperity without letting fear cripple you? Because that's what we see here. That's what spirit is saying. It's like, oh my gosh, Pisces, they want to shake you. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to stop there. 10 of Acorns. All right, I'm just going to lay these out quietly. There you are. All right. Okay. No joke. No joke whatsoever here. You have the King of Shells, right? So you're represented by the shells in the minor arcana, by the moon card in the major arcana in this deck. Shells equal the cups, okay? So here, at your heart, you have the 10 of Acorns, which is the 10 of Wands. You've been carrying a burden with you. Now you are moving forward. This says responsibility and dedication. You are dedicated to your responsibilities. You are moving forward towards what you love. You're rising above the chaos. And then you have the Knight of Feathers over the Knight of Feathers, which is just trippy. It's really cool. So here you have action and focus. You are focused on the action of your heart and what you have been carrying with you for so long. Do not try and carry other people's weight with you. Meaning, do not think that you can pull up other people while you're focusing on you. Now's the time to really focus on you, what you want. You are completing a cycle on this earthly plane because you have the 10 of acorns, the 10 of crystals, which is the 10 of pentacles, and this says stability and attainment. So you're obtaining stability, and with the page of pentacles right below it, as you are learning, as you are studying, you are coming to a completion. You are embracing your stability. This moves you towards the King of Shells, towards harmony, towards integrity, and this is you. The King of Shells is you. You are moving forward in your ability, in your stability, towards your greatness. And you are here a king. You are the actor upon the stage. And this comes after a time of feeling like you're walking alone, as if people don't understand, as if you're not as graced as everybody else is. But I want to tell you, you're more. Then we have, so what's cool here is that we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the King of Crystals. So crystals equal pentacles, right, in this deck. So we have the King of Crystals and we have the Queen of Crystals. So this is courage and commitment. This is comfort and prosperity. So you are moving forward in a grace of blessings when it comes to wealth, when it comes to money or something you value as much as money, talent, okay? Do not doubt yourself. Spirit is saying you have prosperity knocking on your door. Answer it. Answer it and get out of your own head, because here it's trying to take away the Queen. Again, it's right over the Queen of it's right over the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and here it's paired with it. So there is some sort of connection where, as you're looking at things quietly, as you're taking in the scene, that makes you doubt that you can move forward, that wants to hold you back. But with the Three of Crystals, the Three of Crystals is the Three of Coins. This has collaboration and productivity. It's with the bumblebee. So it's hard work. It's dedication. You have the Ten of Swords here. Again, it's a completion of a cycle. And this completion of a cycle of doubt and fear now has you at hard work, has you looking at things differently, because you've been at the darker side of things, you know, in that room locked all by yourself. And you've been now in the middle of a crowd working with a whole bunch of people. So you can see, you know, both ends of the spectrum, meaning that you can see what it feels like to be inclusive, and you can feel like it's, you know what it feels like to be segregated. And here you're moving forward in your power and your truth. I'm not talking about for any other reason than mentally perceiving things as such, okay? So I'm not talking about other people's, you know, negativity. I am talking about kind of your doubts, your fears being way too much in your own head. And as you start to collaborate, as you start to work with others, as you start to see your power, your grace, your beauty come out, you take that leap of faith. You have the Fool right here. And this says adventure and potential after you have come against things that you have been through before. It's like karmic debt coming up and karmic problems coming up, and you've been through those battles before. Now it's time to go. Now you are the traveler. Now you are able to take that leap of faith towards what you love. It leads you to the Knight of Feathers. It leads you towards this action, towards this focus, towards comfort and prosperity. But you have here the Four of Crystals. Now the Four of Crystals is my kind of emotional vampire card. This says control and security. You're taking back your control. You are embracing your security as you move forward. You're not letting other people rob you of your power anymore. Why? Because you're claiming it and you're graced by it. And as you are, you have the Eight of Acorns. The Eight of Acorns is energy and release. It's huge change coming as you walk away, as you say within your mind and within yourself, I deserve better. Because quite frankly, you do. This leads you to embracing you as a king, the actor upon the stage, the person who is seen. This is your power and your grace moving you forward. You're able to defend it by embracing your mind. You have a brilliance to you during this time, Pisces. Absolutely embrace it. Your subconscious message, Six of Pentacles. You need to balance the scales. You need to balance the scales to be able to move forward, to be able to embrace your prosperity, your abundance, what you want, what you desire, right? And there's no longer the sense of lack or giving and giving and giving and not letting yourself feel renewed, because for some reason, Pisces, and it's because of your giving heart. No, that's the reason. It's because of your giving heart. And it's because you want everybody to feel included, and you want everything to be nice and calm and, you know, harmonious. You're like a pitcher. You're like a pitcher of water, and you're pouring the water, right? But here's the thing. If nobody ever refills the pitcher, How can you keep on pouring? And that's where you're at. You have this greatness coming, but you're exhausted. You need to take care of you. You need to rest. You need to connect with yourself. You need to step back. And even if that just means like you go for a walk every day, or you have a quiet cup of coffee, by yourself, or a cup of tea by yourself, you need to connect with you. And if you feel really recharged being with other people, you need to let them know that. You need to let them know that. You need to have your family, your friends, people that you love around you at least once a week, to get together with somebody and just be able to talk, communicate, because you need these scales to be balanced. And then we have here the sun, because once the scales are balanced, my gosh, there's no stopping you. This is vitality and joy. This is just greatness coming in. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Now, when you're embracing this happiness and as you're moving forward in this happiness, you will have people who want to rip you down, because that's what they do when they see the sun. That's what happens. They're like, oh my gosh, you're so happy, you're so joyful, I want that. So don't let them. But know that you are moving forward in your power, in your grace, and in your truth, and nothing and no one can stop you. Right? You just need to balance the scales. You just need to know that you deserve it, Pisces. And then you claim it with a ferocity of spirit that is amazing. All right, Pisces, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. And may harmony always be with you. Bye.